Grandmacore Makeover. Transform any room with timeless vintage touches. Welcome to the ultimate guide to mastering Grandmacore decor. Today, we'll walk you through every essential step to transform your room into a cozy vintage sanctuary. If you're drawn to timeless textures, nostalgic charm, and a sense of storybook comfort, you're in the right place. Each chapter will focus on specific actions to achieve the authentic Grandmacore feel. You'll learn which colors to choose, how to layer vintage decor, and create a space full of character and warmth. Let's begin crafting your perfect timeless room together. Welcome to your Grandmacore Makeover. Starting your Grandmacore journey begins with embracing the beauty of a warm, lived-in space. Imagine cozy textures, floral patterns, and a room that feels like a hug. Your first step is letting go of minimalism and inviting in layers of character. Think lace, quilts, books, and soft lighting scattered thoughtfully around the room. Grandmacore isn't about perfection. It's about collecting memories and putting them on display in a charming, welcoming way. Pro tip: layer textures generously, mixing old with older for authentic depth. Step 1. Build a neutral base. Choose a neutral palette with soft beiges, muted greens, and faded pastels. Begin by painting walls in these soothing tones or applying floral, vintage-inspired wallpaper. This base will make your later vintage elements shine naturally. Use large area rugs with subtle patterns or aged oriental designs to anchor the space. Wooden floors and aged textures help to set a foundation that feels both old world and enduringly stylish. Pro tip: if painting walls isn't an option, use large-scale vintage prints or tapestries to fake it. Choose cozy, warm colors. Look for colors that feel like they've aged beautifully over time. Opt for faded rose, mustard yellow, and olive green accents. Warm tones instantly bring nostalgia and softness to your Grandmacore space. Avoid anything stark white or overly saturated. Instead, lean into worn-in colors that feel mellow and cozy. Layer these colors with textiles and small decor elements for a balanced look. Pro tip: test colors at different times of day. Warm tones change beautifully with natural light. faded wallpapers for instant vintage charm. Faded floral wallpapers instantly evoke a sense of old-world charm. Choose prints with small, delicate flowers or intricate, vintage-inspired patterns. Apply the wallpaper to one statement wall or the entire room for a more dramatic effect. If real wallpaper isn't possible, consider peel and stick options or even framed wallpaper panels. Soft, time-worn colors like dusty rose, pale blue, and sage green create an authentic Grandmacore vibe effortlessly. Pro tip: slightly distressed wallpaper looks even more authentic. Perfection isn't the goal. Step 2. Find the perfect vintage furniture. Focus on timeless, sturdy furniture with character marks and aged patinas. Hunt for wingback chairs, roll-top desks, carved wooden tables, and floral upholstered sofas. Look for well-loved pieces at flea markets, thrift stores, or estate sales. Don't stress about finding matching sets. Mismatched vintage furniture actually strengthens the Grandmacore charm. A weathered dresser with a soft armchair creates an inviting, layered look full of soul and history. Pro tip: scratches, worn edges, and faded fabrics add authenticity. Embrace the imperfections. Thrifted treasures: where to shop. To find true Grandmacore gems, visit local thrift stores, antique shops, flea markets, and estate sales. Focus on items that have patina, texture, or handmade details. Early mornings often yield the best finds before crowds pick through them. Online marketplaces like Facebook Marketplace and Etsy also offer beautiful vintage decor. Use search terms like shabby chic, vintage floral, or Victorian decor to narrow results. Pro tip: always check the linen section. You'll often find handmade treasures hidden away. Mix and match woods and patterns. Don't be afraid to blend dark mahogany, soft oak, and distressed white wood together. Layering different wood tones adds a cozy, collected-over-time feeling. The more eclectic, the richer the story your room tells. When it comes to fabrics, combine floral prints with ginghams, plaids, and lace. Keep patterns in a similar muted color palette to ensure they complement rather than clash. Pro tip: aim for a balance. 70% consistent tones, 30% playful mixing to keep it dynamic. Step 3. Layer up the textiles. Begin by draping cozy textiles wherever possible: armchairs, sofas, beds, even small tables. Choose soft fabrics like velvet, cotton, and linen with vintage patterns. Textiles bring softness and the layered look essential for Grandmacore. Use at least 3 layers wherever you can: a lace doily, a faded quilt, and a crocheted throw. Vary textures but stay within a cohesive color story for harmony and depth. Pro tip: always add one slightly oversized throw blanket for an ultra-inviting, luxurious feel. Add quilts, doilies, and embroidery. Handmade or vintage quilts instantly deepen the Grandmacore aesthetic. Drape quilts casually over beds, couches, and chairs. Layer doilies over wooden surfaces and frame small embroidery pieces for walls. Even small touches, a doily under a flower vase or embroidered pillow, create a big impact. These soft elements offer texture, nostalgia, and the feeling of handcrafted care. Pro tip: mix handmade heirlooms with new vintage-inspired pieces for balance and charm. Maximize comfort with cushions and throws. Pile your sofas and armchairs with a generous amount of cushions in various sizes. Mix fabrics like velvet, cotton, and tapestry with patterns such as florals, plaid, and lace trims. Comfort is key. Nothing should feel stiff or untouchable. Choose throws that look slightly worn or handmade to layer over furniture. Create nooks where someone would naturally want to curl up with a book and tea. Aim for an atmosphere of casual, soft comfort everywhere. Pro tip: odd numbers of pillows usually look more natural and visually interesting. Step 4. Decorate with sentimental pieces. Start by gathering sentimental objects that tell a story. Old family heirlooms, trinkets passed down through generations, or even quirky finds from your travels fit perfectly into a Grandmacore room. Display them in a way that feels like a collection. Use a vintage glass jar for your buttons, or a pretty ceramic dish to hold small keepsakes. These pieces don't need to be valuable, just meaningful. Your space will feel like a curated treasure trove of memories and stories. Pro tip: group similar items together to keep the display from feeling cluttered. Use antique teacups and books as decor. Antique teacups make perfect decorative accents when placed on shelves or tables. Use mismatched cups for a whimsical touch, and stack them with old books for a nostalgic, lived-in vibe. Vintage books, particularly hardcovers, are an effortless way to add depth and charm to any corner. Pair teacups with antique saucers or use books as display stands for other decor items. The mix of old books and delicate teacups adds a quiet elegance and a sense of timelessness. Pro tip: if you have fragile teacups, use them for a pretty vase or holder for dried flowers. Create charm with vintage lamps and curtains. Vintage lamps bring instant personality and charm to a Grandmacore room. Look for lamps with brass or ceramic bases and antique-style shades. Pair them with soft, warm bulbs to create a cozy glow that makes the room feel inviting. Choose curtains with floral patterns or lace trims for a soft, vintage touch. Avoid heavy fabrics. Instead, opt for light, airy curtains that allow the natural light to filter through. The balance of soft lighting and delicate textiles creates the perfect Grandmacore feel. Pro tip: choose a vintage lamp with a unique shape, like a floral or antique-style globe for added charm. Step 5. Make it personal. Is all about creating a space that feels uniquely yours. Fill your room with items that hold personal memories: a hand-me-down vase, a hand-knitted blanket, or an old painting that reminds you of a favorite place. These personal touches tie the room together and add layers of meaning. Items that reflect your personality. The room should feel lived in, with signs of use and love. Consider a vintage clock, a quirky knick-knack, or even a handmade piece from your travels. Pro tip: display personal collections or trinkets. They give your space a story and charm. Display family photos and heirlooms. Family photos are an essential part of any Grandmacore room. Frame your favorite snapshots in vintage-style frames, preferably those with ornate designs or tarnished finishes. Place them throughout the room to bring a sense of family history into the space. Heirlooms like a grandmother's watch or a hand-stitched quilt also make powerful decor statements. These cherished objects add warmth, creating a space that feels both personal and timeless. Pro tip: display photos in mismatched vintage frames for an eclectic, personal touch. Design a cozy reading nook. A cozy reading nook adds an extra layer of charm to your Grandmacore room. Place a soft armchair or a comfy vintage chaise lounge in a quiet corner. Add a small side table, perfect for a teacup or a stack of books. The nook should feel like a secluded space where you can relax and unwind. Drape a cozy blanket over the chair and keep a vintage lamp nearby for soft, warm lighting. A small woven basket for your books or magazines can complete the look. The goal is to create a comfortable, intimate space that invites you to escape into a good book. Pro tip: a floor lamp with a soft fabric shade works wonders for a relaxed, reading-friendly atmosphere. Add small personal details everywhere. It's all about infusing personal touches into your space. Add sentimental trinkets like old jewelry boxes, antique mirrors, or small figurines. These elements may be small, but they make your space feel truly unique. Consider personal touches like your favorite vintage postcards, old family recipes, or a cherished plant in an antique pot. These details might not stand out immediately, but they create an atmosphere full of memories and character. Pro tip: keep it clutter-free. Showcase only your favorite items that truly speak to you. Before and after, see the transformation. It's time to see the magic of your hard work. The before and after of a Grandmacore makeover is always impressive. Watch as dull, uninspired spaces come alive with vintage charm, cozy textures, and personal touches. The transformation will highlight how small changes, like adding soft textiles or vintage accessories, can completely change the feel of a room. Even a few vintage touches can breathe new life into any space. Pro tip: take photos before and after the makeover to appreciate the full transformation. Your dreamy Grandmacore room is ready. Your Grandmacore room is now a sanctuary of vintage charm, comfort, and personal style. Every corner reflects your unique tastes, filled with sentimental treasures, vintage finds, and cozy textures. You've created a space that feels like it's been lived in and loved for generations. This is more than just a design. This is a room that feels alive with history and warmth. It's your personal escape, a place to rest, create, and cherish memories. Pro tip: celebrate your work by spending time in your new space. Light a candle, curl up with a book, and enjoy the cozy atmosphere. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. Thank you for joining me on this Grandmacore makeover journey. I hope you're feeling inspired to transform your own room with vintage touches. Be sure to subscribe for more home decor ideas, tips, and transformations. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future videos. Until next time, happy decorating and stay cozy. Pro tip: don't forget to share your Grandmacore makeover results with us in the comments.
We hope you found these ideas inspiring and helpful. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so share your ideas in the comments below. And make sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos.
See you next time.